This video is sponsored by iHerb, but I'll be talking more about them later on in the video.
Darling, oh darling, what you thinking about? 'Cause you're not good at hiding.
Good morning, everyone. Oh, you can tell this is my first time speaking this morning. Peter is still asleep in the next room, so that's why I'm being a little bit quiet. But I thought I would jump in here and say hi and introduce today's video. The mornings are probably my favorite time of day. I'm quite a morning person. I know that irritates some people, but I'm very much a morning person, and my partner is not so much. So that works out great for me because that means that I get the mornings to myself while they still sleep. And a habit I have retaken up again over the past couple of months is meditating every morning. So I've done that this morning, and I pulled a new card from this deck of cards that I have that I always get questions about, so I'll link that down below if you're interested. And this is the one that came out to me today. When I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. So I was kind of thinking about that in my meditation this morning, and thinking just about how chaotic this year has been so far for everybody, me included, and I've been really drawn to kind of ground back down again, because it's just been, this is the only way I can describe it, just a year. So I've really felt called to kind of sit down and reground. It also reminded me of all of the things I have to be grateful for, because I know there's so many people in way worse positions than me all over the world, especially right now. And so I was just thinking about how I have shelter, I always have food in the kitchen, I have a very loving and supportive relationship with the person I live with, and there are just so many things that I have to be grateful for in my life. So I was thinking about that. I recommend listing down all of the things you have to be grateful for. When we really sit down and think about it, each one of us has at least a handful of things to be grateful for, even if it's just that we woke up today and we are breathing today. Then, you know, those are the most magnificent things of every day. They begin with those things. So yeah, I thought I would just share that. I'm still wrapped up in my blanket. I'm in my pajamas. I kind of get up, brush my teeth and meditate straight away. So I don't normally get dressed until after that. So I thought I'd make myself a cup of tea because it is cold here. So in today's video, I thought that I would just kind of throw it back old school, but also kind of new school, to kind of vlog. But obviously we're quarantined, or at least we are in the UK, so there's not too much to be showing on vlogs, but I thought this would be a really good opportunity to kind of reconnect. A journey for the both of us, for sure. In a minute I'm gonna make some breakfast. No doubt it'll be porridge. It's porridge most mornings. I really like porridge. It feels really nice to eat that. In winter it's really warming, and just really quick and easy as well. Let's just see where the day takes us. I'm gonna take these out. What I did was washed my hair, and what I've been doing lately is just putting it into 2 plaits, wearing it for about a day or 2 because it takes a really long time for my hair to dry. Yeah, I kind of leave it for the first day and then I take it out, and that's how I've been styling my hair. I'm gonna see if Peter is awake yet and if he wants breakfast, and get to making that.
Even though you're far away, you're still my closest friend, and I won't be myself until I hear from you again. Hours I've spent
while that is cooking away, bubbling away and softening up nicely, I thought that I would talk about the sponsor of this video. I have to confess, I was calling them iHerb, but I have been told by the iHerb team themselves that it is iHerb. So that's why I'm saying it that way, if you're confused and you've been calling it iHerb as well. So I made an order with iHerb and I thought that I would just unpack it with you and let's see what I got, because that's always fun. When I order online, normally I go to a certain shop for skincare and a different shop for herbal remedies and a different shop for food. With iHerb, I like that it's kind of all in one. They have such an enormous catalogue, and that's what really drew me to them, because I knew that I'd be able to find the different things that I'd need from one shop. So it just comes in one box rather than multiple, which in itself is waste reducing. But I also wanted to check out iHerb to see what I could get that was sustainably packaged. So obviously I wanted to be as plastic free as possible, so I searched the site for sustainably packaged things that are in paper or cardboard or glass, things that I can either reuse or are easily and widely recycled. So the first thing is this ashwagandha. Let's see if it will focus. Which, if you've been following this channel for a while, you know that I take ashwagandha regularly. I usually take it in powder form, but I really wanted to take it in liquid form because I think it's meant to be better this way. So ashwagandha is an adaptogen and it's really great for stress relief, for relaxation. I also take it because I have PCOS and it's meant to help balance those hormones. So I was really excited to see that they had ashwagandha. I also got, excuse me, I also got valerian root, which I also take valerian root tea quite regularly. It helps me sleep. It's honestly the one thing that properly knocks me out. Let's see if it's going to focus. It's the one thing that really knocks me out. I know that some people take like chamomile tea or something before they go to bed, but when I take valerian root when I go to bed, like no more insomnia. It properly gives me that deep REM sleep. I also got some skullcap. Now this one just says that it promotes overall health, and I can see why, because when I looked this one up, honestly it just seems to have endless benefits. But the reason why I wanted to try this one was because, again, I have PCOS and this is meant to be really beneficial for PMS and also for helping regulate the monthly cycle. It's meant to be an absolute miracle worker for PMS and for cramps especially. So I don't know about you guys, but I definitely have very severe cramps. So anything that is going to help me with the cramps and the PMS, I am down to try. And so far these herbal remedies have been really, really great. So I'm excited to try that. My period is actually due because I have PCOS. I don't know when it's going to arrive, but it's meant to arrive this week. So I might start taking that today actually. I have a couple more of these herbal remedies and then we'll move on to the other stuff. But I also got St. John's wort. Now this again is another thing that I've been wanting to try for a very, very long time. I am prone to depression. I've had depressive episodes before. And this is meant to help with that. You do not take it alongside any kind of like depression or anxiety medications, but if you are trying to avoid that or you want to take something before you're at the point where you need to rely on those medications, then this is the stuff. Apparently, I've never tried it personally myself. I've had ups and downs this year. I've had some personal tragedies happen. I really felt like this was an important one to get for me, and I can finally try it because I do try to avoid taking any prescription medications if possible. I have taken them in the past and I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. Whatever helps each individual out, that's really important, and there's definitely a place for prescription medications. They're really, really vital. However, if you are somebody who is trying to avoid it, or you're not at that point yet where you are completely reliant on it, or you're trying to come off them, then herbal remedies are really good to support that process. And I also got nettle extract. It says on here it helps support prostate health, but that's not at all why I got this. The thing with herbal remedies is that so many of them have so many different properties and benefits that it's really worth looking them up to see if they can work for you, rather than, because they can only fit so much on a small label. But this is one that I got because I know that drinking nettle leaf tea is really good for like asthma and allergies and eczema and things like that. And so I wanted to take this because I've been having flare-ups of like what seems like a cold, but it never actually comes to a cold. It feels almost like an allergy, like I'm allergic to something in the air, but I haven't been able to figure out what it is. So I was hoping that this would help. Now moving on to the other types of things. I got this yogi tea called Bedtime, and I also got an immune support one with echinacea, which I love. I also got some crackers, supersede everything crackers, which I will be trying later, absolutely, with some plant-based cheese that I have. I just saved like a little bit of the cheese left just because I knew that these were coming and I really wanted to try them with crackers, have like cheese and crackers, because I never do that. I just thought that would be fun. Oh my god, this is definitely the thing I was like most excited about. This is the Artisan Organics raw cashew butter, and oh my god, I have not been able to find this in the UK at all. It's so big, it's so much, it's like twice the size that I thought it would be. One of my favorite YouTubers, Kate Flowers, talks about this all the time. I'm pretty sure this is like her favorite nut butter brand. And I love cashew butter. Cashews are like best nut in terms of like making a cheese sauce or like the nut butter. Cashew is sublime. I'm gonna have to have some of this on my porridge for sure. Also, this comes in a really nice glass jar with a metal top, and I will definitely be reusing this. It's actually a really nice size to make like a little like to-go salad or something. I also got the Artisana Organics cashew and cocoa spread. This is a little bit of like a naughty treat, I guess, or cacao spread. I do have 2 more of these herbal remedies. Can you tell that I've been really getting into herbalism lately? Since growing my herb garden outside, if you've seen that, I'm just like really invested in just planting things that are gonna, like, they have benefits that are gonna benefit me rather than just taste good alone. Anyway, so I also got some astragalus root, which is really good for your immune system. We're going to be going into the winter season, and immunity is key, and especially like we're going through a global pandemic, immunity is definitely really important. And I also got reishi, which is another immune booster and just good for overall health. So then we're moving on to like the skincare section is the last bit. So I got this Arnica body oil with peppermint. Now I have EDS, which one of the side effects, I guess, is that I cut and scar and bruise really, really easily, and Arnica is like amazing for healing bruises and making them heal faster. I have an Arnica cream that I've had in my medicine cabinet for like honestly decades. And also would make a really nice massage oil. Me and my partner love to give each other's massages, so like that's always really handy. I also got the shea butter, and I thought that I could mix that oil and the shea butter and make my own body butter. I've shown on my Instagram how I make my own body butter. It's actually a recipe that my friend Rihanna showed me, but these are some of the ingredients: an oil and shea butter. And what I was really impressed by with this is that the shea butter that I've been able to find otherwise is just in plastic packaging. Like everywhere I get it, I try and get like the biggest amount possible, because then I'm like reducing the amount of plastic, but honestly it just always comes in either like double plastic bag because it melts and it might leak, or it comes in like a tub like this but it's made of plastic. But I was really impressed to see that this is actually glass with a metal lid. So good. And I also got some rosehip oil. This is a firm favorite. I've been using this for years. I add this to my face oil, which I need to make some more, so I might be making some more with you and showing you how I do that later on in the video using this rosehip oil. And I also got this vitamin C serum from Mad Hippie. Again, it comes in just like this paper packaging, easily recyclable. Let's see. Yeah, and then this glass tincture bottle. Vitamin C is just full of antioxidants and all that good stuff that's like great for the skin. This is also vegan, cruelty-free. Oh, that's so cool. It says it's also printed with soy ink. And the last thing I got was from this brand because they just sounded so cool. Advanced Skincare Cream Cleaner. 13 actives with jojoba, green tea, macadamia oil, and orchid extract, which sounded so lovely. Again, it comes in this glass bottle. I'm always on the lookout for a cleanser, honestly, because I make a lot of my own skincare, but For the cleanser, it's a little bit more fiddly, and I haven't found one that like I love like all the way around, so I'm always like checking out new cleansers, ones that kind of like tick all my boxes. I'm actually pretty impressed with iHerb. I love that I've been able to find food products, skincare products, herbal remedies for like immune support. I just think it's really impressive. So thank you iHerb for, did I say, how have you been saying iHerb? iHerb for sponsoring this video, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about them now.
iHerb carries over 30,000 natural products and ships to over 180 countries. They're shipped from climate-controlled distribution centres to ensure product quality, and they offer customer service 24/7 and in 10 different languages. My UK order arrived here in just a few days after I placed my order, which was really impressive, and all duties, taxes and fees were paid up front, so there was absolutely no surprise extra cost upon delivery, which I was really thankful for. You can check out iHerb and all of the products mentioned in this video using the links in my description box below.
So I'm going to go for a walk around the block because honestly it's quite difficult to find places around here to walk. We don't have any parks around us, and there's the beach, granted, but on a cold day it's really windy down there and really cold and not the nicest to walk around on the pebbles. So what we've been doing lately is like, even if it's just 5 minutes walking around the block just to get out and get some fresh air and kind of stretch our eyes and our legs. With my comfiest shoes, they're really dirty. They're really comfortable. They're just like slippers basically. They're kind of like Ugg boots, but cruelty free. And these are just what I live in all through winter because they're so cozy. They just slip on. Let's go. This is also my favorite jacket. I try and get away with wearing it for as long as possible before I have to like wear my big winter coat, but it's this lovely velvet. It's like this strange brown green color velvet that I found years and years ago in a secondhand vintage kind of boutique place. I just thought it was so weird that I just fell in love with it, and yeah, I just wear it all kind of spring, summer, and then I try and wear it for as long as possible in the autumn before I have to don my giant wintry coat. So it's just for around the block, so I think I can get away with it today.
It is time, it's the perfect summer night. And those 3 words are spelled out in your eyes. But before I go on, say something wrong. I just hope and bite my tongue. 'Cause you've been told too many times before. Yeah, you've been told so many times before. So I'm gonna try with something new, and I'll never say
Okay, so as I mentioned before, I'm going to be making my face oil. Every time I mention that I make my own face oil, people always have so many questions. I do have a blog post that I wrote like years ago, but I know that that's kind of like back in the blog now, so you'd have to search for a bit. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you how I do it. So I'm going to start out with a base oil, and for that I'm going to use jojoba oil. You can use whatever base oil you like. Jojoba is like a pretty good all-rounder, so I'm just going to fill that up. Maybe about like 2/3. You don't have to fill the jar up completely, but 2/3 of how much your end product is going to be. And then I'm going to use rosehip oil that I got from iHerb. Really good for evening out the skin tone, for hyperpigmentation, for marks, sunspots. So then we're going to go ahead and add like some, I'm not very good at like measuring in the kitchen or otherwise, but we're going to be adding maybe like 4 like pipettes full. Now this is going to be called nourishing oil, so that's like not the base oil that's carrying all of the other oils. And then I'm also going to use the Mad Hippie vitamin C serum. This is going to be really nice, especially now that we're going through winter, for the brightening, because we're not going to see sun for a while, like not here in the UK anyway. It's an uplifting antioxidant blend that brightens, tightens and smooths the skin. Cool. So I'm going to be adding probably a similar amount, maybe a little bit less, because that sounds a little bit more intense than the rosehip oil. Maybe like 2 or 3 of these pipettefuls. Oh, that looks so pretty going in. Don't know if you'll be able to see it. This one I'm pretty sure is made so that you can just like straight up use it as it is as well, but I like making up my own concoction. You can see all the little bits from the vitamin C. It looks like a lava lamp. I always like to give it a smell as well. Oh, it smells really earthy.
That's the time when we just don't need more words. 'Cause you've been told too many times before. You've been told so many times.
I have been doing tea ceremony every day at 3 o'clock with my friend Rachel's tea ceremony monthly hangout. So that's what I'm going to do. It's about 10 minutes to 3. So I've got my little setup here and I'm going to take tea ceremony for an hour, and I'm sure it'll be dark when I'm done because it normally is. So I'll see you on the other side.
With something new, and I'll never say that I love you. Yes, I'm gonna try with something new.
Okay, I think this video is long enough by now because I have whittled on. So I'm gonna call it a night and eat my kebab. I'll show you what we're eating and unwind and go to bed. So thanks for coming along with me on a vlog. It's been such a hot minute since I've made a vlog and it's been really fun. So thank you if you've made it to the end, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Try.